How's everyone doing tonight? Good. Well, I'd like you all to please give a round of applause because my dad is here for the first time ever to see me perform. So please, come on, give it a round of applause. Yeah.
Your sister's still the favorite.
I love you too, Dad. Well, so as you can probably tell, me and my dad have a very loving relationship. And but tonight, I'm probably going to tear down a lot of bridges with my family because I'm going to divulge in family secrets. Good ones too. And so I'm just going to be open with you right now. I'm a drunk, okay? I'm not an alcoholic because alcoholics go to meetings. Drunks, we just have a good time at parties. And so apparently, this passed around my family. And so my grandfather, being the full Korean that he is, he calls me one day just to see what's up. And he goes, Johnny, you need to go see Ah. What are you talking about, Grandpa? You know, Ah, the place where alcoholics go and fix problems. Grandpa, do you mean AA? Why, yes. Oh. Grandpa, it's pronounced AA, okay? Like, for instance, if my bike falls apart on the side of the street, I call AAA, not aw. I do. So he does that, and that's my loving grandfather. And, but my other cousin David, he called me the other time, and he was like, dude, you know alcohol is poisonous to you. It's like, it just kills your body. I go, yes, I understand that, David, but there's some deep, dark secrets within me that I want to kill off. For instance, I have a little sister, as my dad pointed out, so clearly. And so she's, developing, and she shaves her legs with very nice Venus razor. Well, apparently, this deep, dark secret that I have is I use that razor to shave this area. That's right, Dad. I did that. And so, I did this, I know some of y'all are saying like, oh, or ew, but the girl I was seeing later on that night said the same thing. But it wasn't because it was big, to say the least. Yes, I admit, it's small. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint again, Dad. Well, so, but really cool thing about my family is that I am half Korean and half white. Yes, I know it's kind of freaky, but people have actually asked me, like, so what culture do you accept? Like, as if I have to choose sides between the Korean side and the half of Europe side. And I go, well, I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to choose the Korean side because I probably have to feng shui my house every month, and feng shui all the furniture and watch porn that blocks out the good shit. Or I accept my mom's side, who is Irish, Welsh, English, Indian, and German, which I don't know about y'all, makes the perfect alcoholic baby. So what I decided to do is I combine both of them, and I feng shui my furniture once a month while drunk, and what I call it is feng shit. Where did I put the TV remote? But being half Korean, half white has definitely did some things for with relationships. For instance, I dated a girl one time that had no idea I was half Korean and half white for 2 weeks. Swear to God. She looks in my wallet and she sees my ID, and she goes, John Chang, I never knew you were Asian. I go, yeah, babe, I'm Asian. Why? What'd you think I was? She goes, well, I thought you were either really tired or really stoned. I don't know about y'all, but that was kind of awkward. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to break up with this bitch right now. But every guy, I think, can agree with this, that we all have our spark notes on women. For instance, like, oh, look, it's Monday night. Stacy gives blowjobs behind the bar. Or, look, it's Friday night. It's hand job special at the football game tonight. Apparently, my spark notes popped up, and I said, wait, this girl gives great blowjobs. At least get 2 more in, and just get out, dude. But actually, one thing I thought was, one thing I'm going to definitely be open about is I got 2/3 of a blowjob once. That was awkward. So, me and my girl were sitting on my couch, and apparently we weren't going through a good time during this phase, and I was showing the signs that if she didn't do anything to release the pressure valve in this area, that we would be on the 6 o'clock news later on that night. And so she goes, would you like a blowjob? And I sit there and I go, why yes, I'd love a blowjob. And so we get ready, you know, she's going down, and I'm like, yes, finally, something is happening for this relationship. You know, let's work this out. And so 2/3 going in, I'm laying back there as the very relaxed man that I am. And all of a sudden, it's gone! And I can't help but go, wait, what just happened? I look to my left, she's not there. I look over into the kitchen to see if she's fixing me a sandwich at least. She's not there. I look over to my right, she's sitting on the couch doing this. Watching the TV show that we were watching. And I go, wait, what just happened with my dick still hanging out like this? So I look over at her and I go, we're not done. And when I mean we, I mean you. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry. I got too tired. I look at her like this. And watch 16 and Pregnant throughout the whole episode with my dick out. Just to make her feel guilty at least. Well, as I talked about earlier, my grandpa is a huge, person in my life. And so my dad told me one time that apparently my grandfather knows the difference between good weed and bad weed. And so I go, how? Explain this. And he goes, well, one time I went to a basketball game when I was younger with your grandfather, and apparently in Philly, you can just light up a doobie and you're good to go. And he goes, one guy lights up behind him and he sniffs like this. Oh, that's very bad weed. And then my dad goes, wow, did Grandpa just really say that? So then another guy lights it up in front of him and he goes, oh, this very good weed. Finally my dad goes, okay, wait dude, did you just say what I think you just said? My grandpa goes, yes, that's very good weed. Why don't you know this? And he goes, okay, dude, seriously, you're not the coolest dude on earth. Please explain to me how you know what good and bad weed is. And he goes, oh, back in Korea, we plant hemp on rice field and then burn it right before we make rice. My dad goes, oh, that's very interesting. My grandpa goes, but only if I knew what hemp was here in America, we'd be very, very rich. All right, well, that's my time, folks. Thank you so much. Have a nice night.
Give it over Johnny Chang, everyone. Give it over Johnny.